Caucuses will be called to order in just about something under a half hour. Joining me now, one of the best political analysts in the country, New York Daily News columnist Errol Lewis, also a member of the editorial board at the New York Daily News. Errol, good to see you there in Des Moines. Give us your impressions of what you're seeing there.
Well, the town's puts on a great show. They really spiffed up the downtown, and you can see the beautiful Capitol in the background. There's a lot of excitement, actually, just because it's really just, as you say, in about a half an hour, it's all over. They've had a very short window in which to get all of these people into these 1,700-odd sites all over the state. And so this is what it's all been about. They spent tens of millions of dollars just for this little 3-hour window that we're going to see in the next couple of hours.
And we've got a window on our screen now, Errol, as you're speaking of caucus goers getting ready to go into session there. Errol, the fact is that the Des Moines Register, other news organizations in Iowa are suggesting that as many as a third of the likely caucus goers are undecided. We know, but not many news organizations have reported, in my judgment at least, sufficiently that Iowa's leading political party is not a party at all. It's independent registrants who outnumber both the Democratic and Republican registered voters. How big a part do you expect the independent to play here and the undecided voter?
Well, really, that's the whole question. On the undecideds, historically, Lou, Iowa voters or caucus goers tend to make up their minds in the last 3 days. So it's very hard to poll them right up until the last minute. 3 days ago, was New Year's Day, so it's kind of hard to be sure when it comes to that. But you're right about the independents. It's the biggest story here. I mean, when you look at the polls that put Obama up by 7 points, what's key about those polls is that there's an overwhelming number of independents who are supplying that. I've gone to a couple of his rallies. I've talked with some people, and it really is true. They're first-time caucus goers. They're independents. What they're going to do is going to really tell the story on the Democratic side.
Errol, thank you very much. Errol Lewis tonight giving us a sense of what's happening there in Des Moines and what will be happening over the course of the next few hours. Errol, thanks very much. Errol Lewis from Des Moines. And a reminder to you to please vote in our poll tonight. The question is, do you believe tonight's Democratic and Republican caucus winners will emerge ultimately as their party's presidential nominees? Yes or no? Cast your vote at LouDobbs.com. We'll have those results in a matter of moments. Still ahead, red storm rising. Is communist China buying sensitive